Bryan Kohberger, the man convicted in the Idaho college killings, is now seeking to take back his guilty plea. That's the headline from the New York Times, where reporter Mike Baker details how the criminology student sentenced to 4 life terms for the November 2022 murders of 4 University of Idaho students has filed a petition from prison challenging his conviction. In his first public interview since the killings, Kohberger told the Times he is innocent and that his guilty plea was secured through what he calls false promises and blatant disinformation. He declined to discuss specific evidence or details of his innocence claim, but insisted he has an absolute claim of innocence. The move is rare. Post-conviction challenges like this seldom succeed. The case gripped the nation when the 4 students, Kaylee Goncalves, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin, were found stabbed to death in their off-campus home in Moscow, Idaho, a town that hadn't seen a homicide in 7 years. Kohberger's arrest in late December 2022 brought relief but also deep mystery. Investigators never established a motive or any prior connection between him and the victims. At trial, prosecutors laid out a circumstantial but compelling case: Kohberger's DNA on a K-bar knife sheath left beside 2 victims, Amazon records showing he'd purchased that same knife and sheath months earlier, and surveillance video placing his white Hyundai Elantra near the crime scene around the time of the murders. Now, from his prison cell, Kohberger says that case was built on misinformation. He hasn't specified what promises were made or by whom, and his petition doesn't detail the alleged disinformation. The victims' families are outraged. The Goncalves family called Kohberger a mosquito you just can't seem to swat, arguing that energy spent trying to free a guilty man should instead honor the lives lost. Idaho Attorney General Raul Labrador echoed that sentiment, saying his heart goes out to the families who have already endured unimaginable loss and now must face today's deeply painful news, and pledging his office will do whatever is necessary to ensure justice is fully carried out. The Latah County Prosecutor's Office has not commented. Legal experts note that withdrawing a guilty plea after sentencing is an uphill battle. Courts generally require a showing of manifest injustice, such as ineffective counsel, coercion, or new evidence of actual innocence. Kohberger's claim of false promises could point to prosecutorial misconduct or a misunderstanding during plea negotiations, but without specifics, it's hard to assess. What's clear is that this case, which once seemed closed, has reopened a wound for a community and 4 families still grieving. And for now, Bryan Kohberger remains behind bars, his fate once again in the hands of the courts. That's the latest on a story that continues to unfold. Thanks for listening.